OpenSea NFT platform announces a new verification process to improve security by adding a blue tick badge right next to the account, and the NFT collection will also have a blue tick similar to Twitter once it's verified. Adobe brings social media publishing into its Creative Cloud suite by allowing you to plan, schedule, and publish your content. TikTok announces its very first ForYou summit aimed at bringing together brands and agencies. This will be a live in-person event in Canada in June 2022. All this and much more coming up in this week's edition of the Connected Church News with me, Natchi Lazarus. Thank you for joining me. This is the show that brings you the top 5 digital, social, and Web3 news you need to know each week in just 5 minutes. Let's get started. Android Auto team from Google made an announcement last week that they are bringing multiple new features to the platform, including split screen that lets you have two elements. For example, a map on one side and a media player on the other while you're driving, making it easier for you. The design has been revamped. It's made more responsive and easier to operate. But what I wanted to bring to your notice is a couple of things in the announcement that gives us a peek into audience behavior, even inside a car. The behavior of consuming content. The announcement says that Google is bringing YouTube and other streaming services to Android Auto so that people can consume content inside the car in their screens. The announcement says people's screens in the car are getting bigger, they are consuming more content and so on. And Google also says that the three things that people are looking for when they're driving are navigation, media, and communication. So media is right there. Are you finding this 5-minute news video useful? If so, I'm going to ask you to help us reach more church and ministry leaders like you by clicking the like button. Believe it or not, it helps. Thank you so much. If you've not yet subscribed or clicked the bell notification, then I'm going to ask you to consider doing that so that you don't miss any news episode that we come out with every week. Thank you so much. Now let's get back to our next news. Adobe has announced that they are adding a content scheduling feature inside their Creative Cloud Express platform. I know many ministries, churches, and nonprofits listening to me use Adobe for your creative process like design and video and so on. So now inside that platform, you are getting the capability to plan, to schedule, to preview, and publish on social media platforms. So this comes with Adobe's acquisition of a tool called Content Cal that they acquired a while ago. Now they are integrating the features from Content Cal into the platform. I will link to all the details about this integration. If you're already using Adobe, then you definitely want to pass this on to your social media team. YouTube has started expanding the testing of channel memberships gifting. If you remember, channel membership gifting was something that they launched last year for channel memberships, which you are already aware of. If you don't know about channel membership, check out our earlier videos. We actually covered that news. And now YouTube is expanding that gifting to more users. The announcement says with membership gifting, your channel members can buy a set number of channel memberships, 5, 10, 20, etc. in a single purchase that YouTube will gift out to other viewers in your live stream. So there is a request form if you want this facility for your YouTube channel. You have to fill out a request form. I will link to that request form and details in the show notes to have a look. OpenSea, the biggest platform in the NFT space, has announced that they are introducing a new verification process, an upgraded verification process that gives you a blue tick badge similar to your Twitter verification badge once you're verified. There are eligibility criteria to be met. We will link to all those details in the show notes. Do have a look. Your collection can also have a verification badge to prove authenticity. And as an additional step, they are also taking measures to prevent copy minting, which is an issue in the NFT space that needs to be addressed. So they are addressing it with a couple of features like human review and image recognition technology and so on. So I will link to all these details in the show notes. If you are interested in the NFT space, or if you own an NFT, or if you're learning about it, then it's definitely something you want to check out. It's nice to see security and such things coming into the Web3 space. TikTok has announced its first ForYou summit, which is a live in-person in-person summit that happens in Toronto, Canada on June 1st and 2nd. So if you use TikTok for ministry, and if you're happen to be in that part of the world, then you might want to have a look. We will link to the RSVP page in the show notes. TikTok has also announced the release of a list called the Showbiz list. The announcement says that this is a list that recognizes and celebrates the list of people who use TikTok from the showbiz industry, like filmmakers and creative people and artists and so on, actors who bring Hollywood type of content to TikTok, to a vertical screen. So they are recognizing these people, and they've released this list to honor them. Those are the top 5 news items I had for you this week. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next week with another set of news items. Until then, you stay connected, stay blessed, take care, God bless. Bye-bye.